Welcome to the daily reflection for the weekend. I'm Shireen, and we're going to be using the Angel Therapy Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and the Archangel Gabriel cards, also created by Doreen Virtue. I'm actually pretty excited. The Archangel Gabriel cards don't come out that often, so it'll be fun to see what messages or activities Gabriel wants to help us with this weekend. As I was looking in meditation, and it's come up a couple different times. It's come up in a meditation I did with someone else recently on the Aspen Oracle Pro. It also came up in a good friend of mine's posts, and it's just been a message that's come up not only in my own meditation but through messages of other people, and so I'm really paying attention to this. And it's about how limits can sometimes be gifts. A lot of times I like to validate the fact that we are limitless and can create anything we want, but sometimes those limits can be gifts in direction and in grounding and in defining things for us. And so especially where you say no or where something else says no to you. We sometimes get bent out of shape and want to take responsibility and make everything a yes, but sometimes the biggest yeses come after a no. And you've all heard the sayings, when one door closes, another opens, those kind of things. And oftentimes, when something we really wanted didn't happen and we were in angst, and as soon as we let go of the angst and looked forward or looked around, a better thing was there. And so be sure to embrace the gift of the limits and to find the gifts within them instead of rallying against the no. Sometimes the no is a different kind of yes, to quote a friend of mine. So and in my own space, I haven't seen so much no's as just knowing what I want to do for myself and what I don't want to do for myself, or where I don't want to give my effort away to something that isn't really my focus or part of my gift. And so that's the other kind of limit, is being able to set your own and saying no to other people. Also, sometimes very challenging. All right, so just pray that communication is clear and the guided messages come in today clearly, and that they find those who are seeking them in divine timing, divine order, exactly in the moment they need them. Amen. Indigo. Indigo energy, that path-setting energy, the stubborn, things aren't working and I'm going to create something new and do it differently energy. It is a strong personality energy, and it is something that is definitely needed on this planet. What I'm getting today, for those of you who are indigos, is to also know that you don't have to do it in one huge leap. You don't have to set the forest on fire to make a small cook stove. I don't know why those were the words, but those were the words. And to allow yourself to have the inner fortitude of knowing where you're going, knowing what you want to create, or even if you don't know where you're going or what you want to create, knowing that you recognize things that are broken, things that need to be done differently. And it's not up to you to fix every problem on the planet, and it's not up to you to, like I said, just do it in one big, huge, triumphant leap. It is up to you. Part of what you've created here is to do it in divine timing, to take the next step and the next step, and to do the thing and to bring awareness to the things that are broken. And especially, not just that it's broken, but when you have a vision for how it can be different, what can be done differently. You know, sometimes it's just in perspective. My best friend's husband created a whole new way of controlling a pest in a garden, not by using chemicals or devastation tactics, but by working with the natural order of things and working with the pest's natural behavior. And you know, that gentleness and that perspective shift is every much as bit an indigo energy as, you know, creating something huge and explosive. So you can use the indigo energy in a flow and in gentleness, as well as in a cutting through. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right words for the image of, you know, when you blaze a trail by cutting away everything that's in there and just go for it and trample everything. That works a lot of times for indigos, but it doesn't have to be the only way that it works. You can, you know, follow the river and wind around. You can do it gently. The big emphasis is that you keep doing it, and that you recognize that your specific indigo purpose is not to take care of everything on the planet. You have one, maybe two things that are specifically yours to do, and that there's a lot of indigos on the planet right now, each tackling a different thing, bringing around new ways of doing things and help getting rid of the things that are broken and don't work. And also that transition time is difficult. You know, every indigo in the history of mankind has faced those difficulties. So people resist change. I shouldn't say people. Society resists change because society has built limits and guidelines. And sometimes we have to push them, and sometimes we have to recognize the gifts in them and learn how to work with them and still create change. That was a lot. Yeah, I think that's it for that deck. Let's invite Archangel Gabriel to share with us. All right. Media. And there's more to that, so hold on just a minute. Detox. All right. So this media card he's shown me two different meanings. The first one is if you are used to using media to connect with people and to do things, change your perspective a little bit on the way it needs to happen. There might be a different way that reaches more people in more ease. There might be a way that kind of goes with this indigo non-traditional, a new and better way of doing it. That is in the key here again is in ease. So I'm doing it in the ways that, remove the effort or that sense of having to strive. In this case, it's finding the new, better way that is more efficient and makes it easier. And doing that, even if all of the experts and those who tell you say differently, you might have a better idea. The second meaning of this is to take everything that's happening in the media with a grain of salt. Use your discernment. Get away from it. Just really notice. It's a grand opportunity to notice what different things in the media trigger pain and resistance and judgment within yourself. And you can use all of those triggers as a gift for healing yourself and noticing where you need to both accept change within yourself and forgive yourself and have compassion for yourself for not being whatever expectations have been put in your space, and allow yourself to be all of who you are in that gentleness. But really it's, so that's the gift of the media and everything that's crazy going on right now, is you can use it for self-healing, and you can use it as your own mirror, but also just to release the circus and the monkeys. If there's something you feel compelled to do, take that action, but release the responsibility. The whole planet is not yours to fix. That keeps coming up. So do the part that's yours to do and release everything else. It's not, much like the vibration of forgiveness, it's not saying that everything that's going on is okay. It's just releasing the attachment or the need to control it. Because you can't. You can control you. You can make the actions that you can make, and that's the extent of what you can do, and it's not a small thing. It's not diminished in any way. In fact, it is exactly what's needed, the things that you can do. But release the responsibility of the whole planet. The whole planet is in this together, and each one of us has actions that we can do, and together we can create something new, but it's not yours to do alone. So release that. Use where you get lit up in pain and judgment to look at where that's coming from in your experience, in your life, and release it. Heal it. Bring in a new vibration. Give yourself compassion. Recognize who you are and the actions you can take, and be good with that. All right. Have a great weekend. It looks like it's going to be ups and downs. I think it looks like there's going to be a lot of great excitement for many of you, and for others there will be a lot of things you just want to isolate yourself from and give yourself space to heal. Both are good, and the extreme of either one is probably too much. So find balance between the two. Use your special gifts. If you have a different way that you want to connect with people through a different kind of media, follow that guidance, and use what you see out there in the media as a way to detox, clear your own space of things that create judgment and pain within yourself. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday, Big Eclipse Day. So I hope you find safe ways to view it, and that you really have done all of the pre-releasing, so that and believe me, I've seen it happening for the past 2-3 months. People are releasing different things, and then being prepared for the new, and understand that the new that's coming with the eclipse, some will be immediate, some will take 18 years to fully come into play. So enjoy it for what it is, and we will see you on Eclipse.